Hello and welcome to DFS Coach Talk. I am Joe Sarvati, affectionately known as Coach, and I am here to discuss this week's PGA stop, which is the AT&T Byron Nelson, played in a course that I am very familiar with. It is Craig Ranch in McKinney, Texas, a track that I have been around a few times, and it is awesome course. We made some good money playing this event last year, which was the first year that they played at Craig Ranch. So this is the second year that we got to see a little bit of everybody experiencing that course. Good word got around the PGA, and a lot more better players came this year. So it's definitely going to be a really good tune-up for the major next week, and I think you're going to see some really good golf. Just to set the stage here at Coach Talk, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a little bit of your DFS builds that will help you get those lineups in this evening or tomorrow morning for, you have to be early tomorrow, for the full event on DraftKings, Fanduel, and Yahoo. And then also just going to, go through some players here that we think can make the cut and get to the weekend. And then we'll be posting lineups again on Friday for the weekend only on DraftKings and FanDuel. So tonight, we'll post those full tournament lineups for all three sites, and then Friday for the weekend only. We also will provide some prize picks plays today for the first round, and then for Friday for that round. Prize picks does it round by round, not for the full tournament. All right, a lot of things to go over here, but I want to keep it concise. I know everybody's schedules are busy with all the baseball going on and all of the NBA playoffs, which you can catch here on Coach Talk. So first of all, I want to thank our presenting sponsor, Prize Picks. If you have not played Prize Picks yet, great time to do it. Head there going to prizepicks.com. If you make that first deposit and use the promo code Coach Talk, all one word, then you can get a match dollar for dollar all the way up to $100. So take advantage of the free money. It's put right directly in your account, and you can play just about anything on Prize Picks now. They really are really growing and a lot more offered. I even saw Highlight on there. I didn't even know they still played Highlight down in Florida, but they do. All right, so let's talk about a couple of things here. By the way, this is the big ask that we have each show. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and click the little alarm in the upper corner. Today's a perfect example. We have a PGA podcast that we'll post, followed by an MLB podcast, followed by an NBA podcast. So we have all three of our sports on Wednesdays and all in front of the paywall. So all that we ask is you give us that thumbs up. Even a little comment would really be appreciated. So, all right, AT&T Byron Nelson at Craig Ranch in McKinney, Texas. Temperature all week supposed to be in the low 90s, sunny, no rain, intermittent little winds like you always get in the Dallas area, 10 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour. Nothing that's going to greatly impact anything there. I will say that they tore this course to shreds last year. The winning score was 25 under, and they've already set it up, similar to the way they had it last year. They're playing it from tips that, they can't get it any further back, but it's not a super long course. And the reason they tear it up is because you're not penalized greatly off the tee if you spray the ball a little bit. So the bombers are going to have a field day. A lot of drivers and mid irons to low irons to get to some of the par fives even. So there's going to be low scoring again. I think the minus 25, minus 26 again could be a winning score here. So you want to really focus on long hitters and guys that are making putts, because there are going to be a boatload of eagle and birdie putts throughout this week. So definitely want to load up on those guys. A couple other things. bent grass greens, which, is really plays into some of these guys we'll mention. And that really should help some of the guys that are used to playing on this stuff like Scheffler and Thomas and Spieth. This is their heyday. I will say, and we'll talk about odds and all that stuff. We'll look at our Vegas odds with our partner betus.com.pa. But Scheffler is pretty chalky right now. He's the most expensive, but he's won 4 out of his last 6 events, which is ridiculous. And he is in a groove like none other. But he is not only the highest priced guy on all the sites, but he's about 30% owned already. So we're, projecting in the low 30s ownership, which is a lot for the highest priced guy. But I get it. He's certainly going to be in some of my lineups. I don't think you can deny him the way he's playing. And this course fits, really into his game. The guys from the Dallas area, they've all played this course. They know the course. So it's going to be helpful to them. All right, let's take a look at a couple of things right off the bat. Let's go directly to the results from last year, because no need to go back any further, because the Byron Nelson was not played at Craig Ranch before last year. I'm going to go over the top 20 guys, and I think it's important because it's not like we can just pull out the guys that have done well here the last 10 years, because we have 1 year sample size. So recency comes into play. I get it. But there are some guys that really took to this course, and it's worth mentioning. K.H. Lee was the winner, went 65, 65, 67, 66. So you're going to see some guys with sub 70 rounds throughout the entire event. And Lee tore it up last year. Sam Burns finished second, and I love Sam Burns this week too. I think he has a great chance to win it. He blew it. He really had the tournament in control last year with a 65-62 the first 2 days, 69, but then 70 in the fourth round, whereas Lee had a 66, Berger a 64, Kazire a 63. So he just did not play well on Sunday, but loved the course. His rounds on Thursday and Friday were ridiculous. So certainly a guy to consider. Then it goes Daniel Berger, Patton Kazire, Charles Schwartzel, Scott Stallings, Joseph Bramlett, and Troy Merritt. Those were all guys T7 or better. The second group, T9 guys, were Seamus Power, Doc Redman, Jordan Spieth, who was my selection last year. I think he'll be right in the thick of it again this year. Jonathan Vegas. And then your T13 guys, Bronson Burgoon, Luke Donald, Harris English, and Satoshi Kodiara, who we're looking for some big things from after this event. And now he's just starting to play well again. And then the last group, the T17s, Matt Kuchar, who's always dangerous here, Hank Lebioda, Brent Snedeker, and our man from the Dallas area as well, Will Zalatoris. So that's a really great group of guys that have proven that they can play well on this track and could be very dangerous. The top 4 guys also that I wanted to mention that really are going to be tough from getting away from having one of these guys. I don't know if you can fit 2, but you can try. But these are the 4 guys I think that should be your top odds guys and your top ownership guys. It's going to split up a little bit, but Scheffler obviously will be number 1. And then DJ, JT, and Spieth will be the other 3 that really are going to get, I think, a lot of attention here. So, and Xander Schauffele's here for the first time. So that should be interesting as well. All right, let's go right to our partners at betus.com.pa to look at the odds here. And by the way, if you want to bet on this or anything you want to bet on, you can do that at a great sports book, offshore sports book, BetUS. You just go to betus.com.pa, and we have a great deal going on right now. They've been partners of ours since the start. I've been a member there 16 years. They are very, very good sports book, great payoffs, payouts, very simple. And if you go there and first deposit of $79 or more, and use the promo code Coach Talk, you will get a free 1-month membership at Coach Talk. That's a $75 value. All you have to do is let us know, tweet us at DFS Coach Talk. Let us know that you took advantage of the BetUS deal. We'll get you in Discord in a matter of minutes, and you'll have a free month. And then you'll be able to use the 79 on BetUS to play golf or basketball, baseball, horses, casino, you name it, it is on there at BetUS. All right, their updated odds. Scotty Scheffler, 10-1. Justin Thomas, 12-1. Sam Burns, who I really like, 18-1. Will Zalatoris, who I mentioned got into that top 20 last year on this course, is 18-1. Jordan Spieth, a very fair 22-1. That is tempting to not bet just right off the schneid. And a couple other guys, how about this? Schauffele and Dustin Johnson. Those three guys, Spieth, Schauffele, and Johnson, are all 22-1. Those are good bets for three guys that could easily win this tournament. No question about it. Then we'll go a little deeper. Matsuyama, 28. Joaquin Niemann, 30. Brooks Koepka, 33. Taylor Gooch and Adam Hadwin, also 33. And then we'll finish with a group of 45-1ers. Aaron Wise, Maverick McNeely, Jonathan Vegas, who had a good finish here last year, as did Seamus Power. So that's a really solid group of guys, I think. You've got some bombers in there that, if their putter's hot, are going to be very, very tough on this course. No question about it. All right, as far as prize picks goes, again, it's for the first round only. So, you have to replay it each round. But as far as the scoring goes, you've got a lot of options here. I'm going to go directly to one of the guys I mentioned. I think that played well here. His recency is decent. And I'm going to go under 69.5 strokes for Seamus Power. To shoot a 69, 68 here is well within his reach. I really think that he's a great play. And the same exact number, I'm going to go with Mark Leishman, 69.5 under in that first round as well. So two very doable scores. I expect guys of that caliber to shoot 69, 68, 67 or better. So I feel very good about Seamus Power and Mark Leishman, my two prize picks plays for this first round. And we will update those in our Discord as the week goes on. So, all right, that gives you an idea of a little bit about the course, the odds, some recent history there. We know to focus on some of these bombers. And then it's just a matter of connecting with the right guys. To give you an idea of the pricing, though, and a couple of picks that I like thus far, and then I'll be posting full lineups for FanDuel and Yahoo in Discord this evening, and a really good core group, both for cash and for GPP on DraftKings. So let's talk real quickly about the pricing on DraftKings right now, because you've got four guys north of 10K. Scheffler at 10.9, Thomas at 10.6, DJ at 10.2, and Spieth at 10.1. So all guys that easily could win this event. I'll definitely have one of them. I don't know if I'll get to two, because I like some of the guys in the 9K range. Let's look at that group. Matsuyama at 9.9. Not sure about him. Probably going to fade him. Yes, he can get hot here and do well, but not sure exactly how healthy he is. He was having some issues before. Xander Schauffele's a great play at 9,700. He's a guy that could just absolutely tear this course to shreds. This plays right in his game. And, I'd love to play him, but I'm leaning more towards the pivot of $9,500 Sam Burns, just because, I watched him last year. He had this tournament in his back pocket. I think he's going to come out very intense here and ready to go. The other 9K plus guys are Will Zalatoris at 9.4, Joaquin Niemann at 9.3, Brooks Koepka at 9.2, and Tommy Fleetwood at 9,000. All fine plays. Let's go down to the value guys. A few guys I want to throw in there. Tom Hoge, who's had 3 top 10s, is only 7,300. Aaron Rye's been playing fantastic golf of late. He's only 7,200. And then there was one more that I just clicked right before. There he is. Wyndham Clark is only 6,900. He's got 12 out of 17 cuts. Very dangerous. And then right below him at also 6,900 is Mark Hubbard. He's had 3 top 10s and 11 for 15 on cuts. So there's some cheap names that you can get with Clark and Hubbard to mix with some of the higher price guys and maybe a mid-price guy like a Hoge somewhere in that neighborhood. So that is it, my friends. Nice, short, sweet, to the point. I am wishing I could go to the tournament this year, but I'm not there to witness it in person in the Dallas area. So I will be watching on TV like everybody else. But enjoy it. I think it's going to be a great tune-up for the big tournament next week. But there's definitely money to be made here. There's going to be some low scores. So I will definitely be playing it. I'm excited, like I say, because I have played and walked this course. Not well, I'll admit, but at least I understand it, know it. So it's a lot more fun to watch and sort of evaluate it beforehand when you know some of the holes. So we'll see. Definitely love to have you. Go to dfscoachtalk.com and you can sign up right there for as little as a 3-day pass for $10. I always say Wednesday is the best day to sign up because you're in for $10 Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You get all of our baseball lineups, and they're tremendous. Crash and Mike doing a phenomenal job with baseball. We're coming off a 6K takedown for a $30 investment on Yahoo for NBA. So we're hammering that. Deb and Crash and I have been tackling NBA. And then with PGA, you get the full lineups for tonight for the full tournament, and then our Friday weekend only lineup. So come and check us out. We'd love to have you. If you can give us a thumbs up on your way out, we'd really appreciate it. Shoot us a comment. If you want to catch us, you can catch us on Twitter at DFS Coach Talk, or if you want to catch me directly, I am at Joe Sarvati. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this really helps you with your PGA lineups this week. And for our presenting sponsor, Prize Picks, and our friends at betus.com.pa, I am Joe Sarvati from DFS Coach Talk. We thank you for being part of your Wednesday, and we hope you absolutely crush it in PGA this week in DFS and Prize Picks.